Hey everyone, it's Be Divine, of course. I didn't even know I was going to be here today because I have so much else to actually do. But I'm here and we're going to have a look at a few different things today, a few different methods of divination. I have another little deck of Lenormand. Okay, so this one is the Pixies Lenormand. Very basic. And I'm going to use this one today just to see if we're starting to get the same messages through multiple different packs as well. I'm also once again going to use my Cardamancy cards. We're going to just do a very simple and basic layout today for, I think it's about 17 different life areas, and we'll take a look at that. Also have a deck. I'm going to use my big old Mythic Tarot. But this deck here is a Nostradamus deck. I used this the other day with a lady's reading, and it has a little prophecy kind of thing to it. It's a little bit different than regular tarot. So we will take a look at that as well as whatever else I can come up with today. First thing I want to talk about is my voice. I may have to keep my voice softer, so I've got my microphone on. The reason for that is, one, I've been doing a whole lot of singing, but more than that is the energy of the sun, okay? So the sun is doing a lot right now and bringing us into expansion, and it's really been doing a heck of a lot. The sun energy, CMEs, the flares, ascension energy, the planets are moving. We're moving into the end of the month, which will be eclipse for us as well, with a new moon. This is going to be some powerful times, everybody. That's why I keep sitting here doing these messages for us, because one thing is that I really like doing them in this way and just having a chat as we go along. But secondly, to reassure you that what you might be feeling in your body is absolutely normal. Sometimes what we can do is get ourselves into a habit of freaking out as soon as we get some kind of symptom. And the opposite needs to be true. That we are saying to ourselves, I'm just having some kind of upgrade right now. And then you're not being stupid about it. You're sort of saying, if I'm having chest pains or whatever, that you're going to the doctor, of course. But that you really try your best to shift out a negative thought form. Like, I hear people and they say, oh, my back's so sore. Or they say, oh, I never get any money. Or they say, oh, my knees are so swollen, or I have to take this or that, right? Look, listen to the language. It's just reinforcing whatever your problem is. So let's have a look what the angels are saying today. Again, you can buy these cards at my websites. Ooh. All right, what can we get from these messages? We have number 3, number 12, which is a 3, and number 9, okay, which divides down to 3. 3 threes and 9. So, okay, Tesla was right. He might have known something. So, Archangel Barakiel is with you, indicates you may find an item that's very valuable, either monetary or sentimental. So be alert and on the lookout for special items. It's also a time when real solutions are needed to your problems. However, there is an older person helping you with this. You might ask yourself, what am I really hiding? Thank you, Barakiel. Light a bright pink candle to connect. You can also use a rose quartz, which comes very handy. I just dedicate my crystals to whatever I dedicate my crystals, but I dedicate my candles. You don't have to have the right color. If you do, fantastic. Now, Angel Archangel Barakiel, has many different names when you look him up. But this is about understanding your value as well as finding things that are valuable. But this is about understanding your value and what you have to offer. And maybe there were some things that you let go of many years ago. And this is talking about bringing back that power, that positive power, bringing back that energy that you might have given up on. So, you can take it. Myself, I'm always, if someone tells me I can't do something, it kind of makes me more determined to say, you know what, yeah, okay, whatever you reckon, watch this. And I've always been that way because I've always been pushed to the wayside, So if I get determined to do something, I will accomplish it. It might take me a while, but I will accomplish it. I taught myself the bass guitar and I let it go for a number of years, and picked it up again and felt this energy of, if you, it's like you've got these dormant aspects of yourself, and I just felt this energy of, the only way that I'm going to get better is to keep going. I can't be an amazing bassist and sit on and never pick it up, it just doesn't make sense. So people often get funny with me because they're like, well, she could do everything. It's like, well, no, I've taught myself how to do pretty much everything. And I've been practicing singing a lot more, like really opening up to the singing instead of just where I used to do it years and years and years ago, and I'd go to karaoke night back a long time ago when I lived in a smaller town, and I would get myself really, really, like I would have to have probably 5 drinks, and then I'd be like, oh, maybe, have a few more, have a few chasers, have a few shots, and then get up there and be okay. And now I can just turn on a song or whatever it is I want to sing and just belt it out at home. So what's happening is an expansion for all of us. We are expanding. You must remain grounded. You need to look at the talents that you have. And what's a really old story that everybody gives is, oh, well, I really want to do this, but my family, my friends, I work 9 to 5, I can't. Yeah, you can. You need to do it anyway, is what you need to do. You need to pull your cards out or get your crystals out or create your wire wrappings or sing your songs, play your drums, play your guitar. You need to do it anyway, despite whatever procrastination methods you might have. Oh yeah, I want to play, but no, just make time for yourself, because that is the thing that needs to change with you, with everybody. We have to make time for ourselves or we go crazy, and life goes by and you're one of these old people that says, yeah, I really should have done that. Don't have should-haves. So Barakiel is helping you to discover lost talents, things that you thought were, and I don't mean that you have to pick up every single little thing you used to do when you were younger and start doing it again. I'm not going to start Irish dancing again or, right, break dancing or something like that. But dancing, just, messing around, yeah, okay. So embrace all of that, what you really are, okay? Barakiel is going to help you find it. And then you have the angels of abundance. And I am telling you all that I do little readings every single day on TikTok, and they go on Instagram. Sometimes I put them on YouTube, and they go on Facebook and wherever else I am. Every single day I do them. The difference between TikTok and YouTube is that overnight I'll have 4,000-5,000 views. One time it was 8,500 on one little video. That's the difference. And you can tell that YouTube absolutely does not like me, and that's cool. It just means that I'm doing the right thing, okay? But I am telling you that all these messages over the last probably 3 weeks, it's been the money's coming. It's coming. Stay positive. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Keep manifesting. Keep moving forward. When you ask the angels of abundance to come with you, they bring, my God, it's a group. Okay, so when you bring Archangel Michael, you bring a legion. So imagine if you had a legion of archangels that were focused on abundance, and they each, every single one of them, so 6,000 brings a legion. So you got 6,000 times 6,000 angels, times 6,000, you know what I'm saying? Like it goes on and on and on, working with you. Only thing, how powerful you are. The only thing is how powerful you are. You can stop it. And the way that you stop it is by saying, yeah, well, that doesn't happen to me. Other people can get money, but I can't. I don't get any extra money. It's not coming for me. I've got nothing. All that stuff will keep you exactly where you are. So the angels of abundance, very lucky time, try new things, count your blessings, do manifestation mantras and things. I love money. Money loves me. I'm a magnet for money. Abundance flows to me easily. I don't even have to try. It just keeps on coming in, and just really trying this for 7 days, and without getting in your own way and ruining it. There is something coming worldwide for everybody, and that also keeps coming up too. And the Archangel Raziel. Okay, so this brings things you've forgotten. This brings abundance you didn't know you had, and this brings wisdom that you haven't tapped into. So Raziel says, inspiring you to put into action that wonderful idea that you have. Don't let someone else get the credit for your idea, right? Any creative pursuit that you have been putting off is actually going to do very well and bring in the money that you need. Don't delay. Whatever that creative impulse is, put it to work for you. Somebody may also inspire you to make life changes that benefit many. Raziel brings you ancient wisdom. Okay, thank you, Archangel Raziel. So Raziel is connected with the Book of Knowledge, and you need to ask and be open to receiving knowledge. This is what I do, right? I say, when I do my declarations every day, which you all should know by now, I ask to be connected into the center of the universe and to have knowledge channel through me. It doesn't matter, I don't want anything negative, of course, but I want this knowledge to channel through me. I have, this feeling, I just have this urgency, and I have had since the beginning of this year, to continually push you to be all you can be, and to tell you that we are our own saviors. We are our own, we are empowered enough that we can fix everything through our brain, okay? Through our brain, through our thoughts, changing our trauma patterns, changing our reactions, going back into ourself, healing the aspects of ourself that we've thrashed through this life. Don't like where you are, get out of it. Don't like being near people that are negative, stop answering them. You want to have abundance, start focusing on yourself as being abundant. And if you can't do that, ask yourself why. What stops you? Connect in with your spiritual light team. Protect yourself. Put a high frequency shield overlaying your triple shield of protection to ward off the effects of the solar stuff. You know, so it's not so intense. I can only imagine what it would be like for me. I'm a sun sign. If I didn't do that, and I'm still experiencing, right? And I'm happy to experience, because that always shows me that I've let something go, I've shifted something out, and something amazing is about to come in. And that's how I talk to myself. So we have to remember our angels, and remember also that you can purchase the Domino Angels card. I give you some freebies with that as well, a little crystal for your bag and things. Okay, so I've also got the dragon cards, because my husband really wanted the dragon cards today. And these ones are the Diana Cooper cards, so these will show us a lot as well. They're a little bit harder to navigate, but never mind. Okay, so let's take a look. Choose number 1 or 2, okay? Choose number 1 or 2 as I get them ready. The reason why it's so powerful working with dragons is because what they do is they help to increase the light quotient in your body. Again, you can do dragon work with me, but you won't have much longer to be working with me personally. I am moving more into teaching, and if you want to see me personally, you've got to be at these courses, right? But I still have things available at my website. Oh, I wanted to tell you that one of the things I have available is a video reading, and I do it just like this. So you'll get one for yourself, like I'm pulling out the cards and you'll see it, and you'll get to save the video for yourself. I will most likely put it as a private video on YouTube and then give you the link. All right, so that saves downloading everything. So yeah, video readings, I do Zoom calls. My MP3 recordings are still available. And so, you know, these are more thorough and they're more connected with you specifically. So I do appreciate the people that have been coming forward to have their own personal messages. I really appreciate you all over these years. And now I'm teaching. If you would like to be involved in learning the tarot, or learning cartomancy, or learning Lenormand, or learning oracles, please put your name below and be a part of my newsletter, because I'll be offering that in a deeper course study as well. Okay, here we go, dragons. What you got to tell everybody listening? Number 1 or number 2? Number 1. Number 2, yeah, gonna leave it on top. Number 1, here's your dragon, the earth dragon, and it clears your path and the land around you, staying grounded. Okay, stay grounded, be ready to serve. Stuck energy is clearing and you can move forward in life. So 4th dimensional earth dragons are brown, the color of soil. I've also seen them as green as well, greens and browns. They love the planet and the land itself. It was these sturdy dragons who helped to build the original dragon lines that we now call ley lines. Part of their service work is to travel along them to clear them when asked to do so. When we send an instruction to the earth dragons to work with the ley lines, they can power a way under the surface to clear any blockages. This impacts hugely on people and situations in the vicinity. It can also help to ground us and our mission in this life. So it's time to clear unwanted energies that are preventing your life from moving forward. Some of these may be in the earth, under your home or office, or where you travel. Call on the earth dragons and ask them to remove all that is not in accordance with divine light. Then sense the frequency rising within the land and on your path. This card also suggests you may be called on to do planetary service work, as the earth dragons will take the opportunity to cleanse any ley lines you focus on. Take a moment to direct them to clear the planetary grid and visualize the grid glowing and shimmering. When you walk, think of the earth dragons and connect with them through the earth. Ask them to ground you and your vision, for this signifies that they are boosting your spiritual journey and you are ready to fly. Notice the progress that you make. It doesn't take more than 5 minutes to say to the earth dragons or to your Monte or to your collective of dragons that you have, thank you so much for just taking care of this situation. I ask for you to cleanse and clear any energy that's not mine, anything that's unwanted, and place around me an etheric fire. And, to cleanse and clear anything that might be coming towards or going out of me as well. And extend this fire and etheric cleansing down into the center of the earth and all around your area. Maybe working on the grids and the ley lines, and maybe working with these deeper energies, stronger, more powerful energies of the dragons, for example, will help to really quickly shift out the nonsense on the globe. It also allows you to be clear in your minds and have a lot more clarity in everything that you do. So number 2, you have the Emerald Dragon, which brings in healing and cosmic abundance. We're just going to get the abundance cards, which I love. Emerald Dragon. It is good fortune is coming. Okay, what number did you choose? You might have chosen both, and that's cool too. Okay, so good fortune is coming. Let your thoughts support your divine perfection. Align with your 5th dimensional blueprint. Emerald dragons are wise healers who prepare us to align for our true 5th dimensional blueprint. They work with the mighty Archangel Raphael, the Emerald Angel in charge of the development of our third eye and healing. They clear our emotional body to leave us free to love, forgive, and open our hearts. These dragons also retune our mental body so that our thoughts support our divine perfection. And this allows Archangel Raphael to pour emerald light through our spiritual body so that our physical body aligns with all we can be. They also open us up to cosmic abundance. Working with Archangel Raphael, they link us through our third eye to Jupiter and its ascended aspect Jumbe. This is the planet of good fortune and beneficial rewards. The blessings that fall upon us may be financial, but not necessarily. They're always fortuitous for our ascension pathway. Wow. Just one moment. Sorry, everybody. Receiving this card invites you to fill your aura with emerald light so that the emerald dragons can enter your energy fields easily and consume all that no longer serves you. Breathing gently in and out of your third eye so that the emerald dragons can touch upon it. They'll start to pull back your veils of illusion. So this indicates you're ready to receive healing, love, and a cornucopia of wonderful things. So relax at a deep core level and invite these magnificent dragons to bring good fortune into your life. Remember to be grateful for all the good that comes your way. So you see, not only do we cleanse and clear away any negative low vibrations, but then we enable this healing to come through, like our third eye is connected with it. And if you look at both of these cards, he is facing behind us. So, we're just letting go of things that are negative from the past, but also embracing the opportunities that will come because of us recognizing and accepting who we really are as a soul. When my husband and I go to the mountain here, we always take some little crystals or some kind of offering for different trees along the way. We have one tree in particular that we've been really pouring a lot of intention into and talking to every time we go past, and we even say to the dogs, hey, say hi to tree, say hi to tree, and they all stop and look at tree. So adopt a tree, adopt something in nature that you'll go visit, put your energy into, and it's really amazing what can come back into your life as well. Okay, so here we go. All right. I'm going to take a look at these are called the Tarot Nefertari. Everybody asks me about them. And I really had to cleanse and clear them. I didn't want to work with them for a while because the person that gave them to me was really not as they seemed to be, and let a lot of dark energy into their life. And so I had to work with these for a little while and just, make them my own. And what I noticed was that the person that gave them to me never touched them anyway, so that's a good thing. And it's bringing a lot of support for people, so why not? Okay, let's go with the Egyptian cards. Now what I'm going to do is I don't know, hang on, I've got to think about it for a second. Okay, so I'm just sort of getting the message that I should be asking, what do we need to know? What do we need to know is up here. What do we need to know? Okay, what do we need to know? And then the very near future. So what's coming up until the beginning of May. Excuse me, everyone. Gosh, I didn't even mean to cough. I haven't coughed really much today, so energy's coming up and out. All right, this looks strange. Look at all these eyes. Okay, so we are protected. Look at that. I hope you will be at my Egyptian teachings next weekend. So the readings for next week won't be until next Friday instead of Saturday in my schedule. Okay, so here we go. Do we need to know? And remember, these ones are going to be the near future down here. So we'll look at this first, what we need to know right now. Okay. I want you to remember the tower. Okay, so when we look at the tower in the Lenormand cards, it's a little bit different than the tower in tarot. So we have what we call here the Emperor. We have a leadership position here. And then we have this is tumbling over this obelisk. No matter how they try to hold it up, it's just breaking apart. Okay? So there's an energy here of some kind of a rapid transformation with this tower energy. Something that's expected but also unexpected, if that makes any sense. That this very quickly with the Knight of Swords falls away from our life. And the page, this is actually the knave or the page of swords here. This is someone, so the page of swords energy, look at this light on here. You see, this is someone that can communicate things really well, but says too much. Or it's this sort of energy of someone who makes all of these promises but can't fulfill them. It's also an energy of secrecy, gossip, people who will tell the truth even if it hurts. Okay, if that makes sense. The Knight of the Swords energy here is very, very fast acting. So once this situation, if this is talking about your life, once this situation is completely destroyed, there's no coming back from it. Okay, so it has to go, it has to leave your life. And it's happening quickly. It may already be taking place. You may be in what they call a tower moment. And that is when you feel like everything you thought to be true, it feels like it's been a lie. And everyone you thought that you could rely on, it feels like you can't. And it just, you go through that time where you're just like, I'm so sick of everything, you know? And at the same time, you're coming into a leadership position, so you can't have crap around you. You just can't. There's nobody that takes crap into their future and succeeds. It's just, it doesn't work that way. Now, there's unknown crap that we take with us that we have to work out. Okay, where's your unknown crap? Okay, so it just feels like if this is on a worldwide level, it's all falling apart. The structure that was thought to be built on solid grounds, you know, that structure has not been on solid grounds at all. And people have not had our best interest at heart. And people, they really lie, and then they try to cover up their lie, but that's a lot of memory that they've got to have. Like, you've got to be very clever with your memory if you can remember lies from a long time ago and sprout them, you know, out of your mouth perfectly every time. That's some skill there, right? So what we see is a breakdown of a regime, a plan, and a big agenda, a agenda that's been around for a really, really long time, and control that we've had in place for forever. It's not going to last. It's just not. And you may already be seeing the results of this throughout your life. So think about your life, okay? Because if what's going on in our life is any indication of what's happening, you know, with the collective, then you've got these things going on with you. You've got crap leaving, new things entering quickly. You've got to adjust to this new energy. You're moving into your leadership position. And these people that just talk about you and talk the BS and, you know, have nothing better to do, that doesn't even seem to bother you as much as it might have in the past. As the way that I always see things is, no matter how awesome you are, there's always going to be someone that talks about you, cuts you down, cuts you off, misunderstands you, starts to listen to demons in their head telling them that, you know, you're against them or whatever. I've got no time for all those games. I don't play games in my head I don't play games with people. It is what it is. Had enough of all that drama throughout my life. You know, friends telling me that, oh, I felt this about you and that about you. I'm like, why are you so invested in me? Why don't you just start focusing on yourself? You know, because they just gotta know, you know, delving into your energy all the time. It's just wrong. So you're kind of sick of this. As people assuming, okay? It's just not a good thing. So here we go. It's finishing, okay? Kept on saying, and maybe the eclipse, the end of the month, we've seen one thing after another this month. One planetary alignment after another. One moon after another. There's a third one at the end of the month, a brand new moon. And it's an eclipse. You don't think there's going to be some amazing things that happen in that time? And if you get a door shut in your face, you better leave it shut. If you shut the door on someone, don't go back. You know, I have people that come back years later. Oh, gee, I'm really sorry. You know, I thought this and I thought that. Yeah, that's the problem. The problem is that you overthink and then everybody is in the line of fire. That can't happen. It's a waste of time. This needs to happen though. This tower moment needs to happen. Okay, so then the near future from this. Look at us. Okay. Never in my life have I seen these funny shapes that are sitting here on these cards. They've probably been there, but I just never noticed them before. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Wow, talk about exposure. Excuse me. Believe me, folks, I've got water. Everything here is just the messages that have got to come out. Sometimes they're powerful. Okay, so this is the near future. All right, so our Wheel of Fortune has changed, and it's changed quickly. We are upset because of the tower moment, right? And we feel like babies, but we're trying to move into this leadership position, but we feel like novices, right? We're not. We have all the energy that we need and we have all the information that we need. We just got to actually use it. You see this, he's carrying the cow over the Nile, I would assume. So the Five of Cups is a sad kind of an energy normally, but when I look at this, I feel like there is a safe passage and that people are being rescued. Unlikely things being brought out to the surface and being carried to safety. So yeah, there's a connection here with safe passage, even though there's been disruption. And the wheel of fortune comes up here. And this is also a karmic energy coming to a close. So this, it's like a falcon-headed lion here is stepping on this person and also stepping on this person and really squashing them down. That's done. We are above being told what to do. There's freedom now because of the directions that we've decided to take for ourselves. Wow. Just a moment. Yeah, let me take a look at this one real quick. Yeah, see, that's the vulture. That's the vulture here. So you know the vulture is used a lot in Egyptian artwork and on their heads and things like that, because the vulture will eat only dead things. So the vulture's coming in to watch over this situation that has died here or dying, and it's can just get rid of that dark energy, and we move into a different phase of life that we've been looking for a long time. We've been waiting for a long time on a worldwide scale, and it doesn't come without some people fighting it. But we end up winning anyway. We've got more swords in our hand as we go into our future with more confidence. The other energy here, everybody, is about betrayal. And this is on a wider scope as well as a personal scope. Sadly, when you're in work that's spiritual like this, and I'm a different caliber of spirituality than anybody else, because everybody's unique, everybody's different. You know, I do my thing in my own way, and there are always insecurities no matter what direction you go in, because I think at the bottom line is everybody wants everybody to be happy with them, you know, to like them, to appreciate them, or whatever it is. And there are some that have been infiltrated into the spiritual communities that are really trying to get you off of course. Those are the people that have millions of followers. Those are the people that have book deals and, you know, special radio shows and all this crap. And they're telling you crap. It really isn't anything you don't already know within yourself. And it's not helping you to become stronger and bigger and more empowered with your own energy. It's telling you to rely on this person, you see? Throughout my journey, it's always been about helping others. And then I've come to this realization that I can't be the one that helps everybody. That I need to delegate, and I need to get others to also help. And there's plenty of people that want to help people. So I go up and out of my way to share probably more information than I need to in anything that I teach you or do, because to me that's honor and it's fair, and maybe it does make me stand out, you know, a little bit more. I don't know, but we're just going to find out as we go through that some people are going to have hang-ups about everything you say. They're going to personalize everything that you do. I'm telling you right now, I've got no time for personalizing everything against me, right? It'd be like watching a reading that somebody else does and saying, oh God, they're totally against me. They don't like me. They don't even know you, you know. Okay, and there's this kind of, I want to be able to find the right words to tell you, but there's this kind of competition thing. You know, you've got the younger generation of spiritual people coming forth that, you know, have all of this so-called, you know, extra knowledge and this, that, and the other, and they don't really have the groundedness, I guess, that you need to continue to go through your life and do this kind of work yet. You know, so they're out there and they're all excited, but they're doing dangerous practices. And it's part of it has to do with their immaturity, you know, about this. Their willingness to help is what's really positive though. But they are in a sense, trying to lead in the right direction, but in many cases they lead in the wrong direction, you know. Sadly, if you're doing anything that is going to deter someone from their true life blueprint, if you're doing something that's deterring them, you will go right up to the top. And you just need to be careful of that. I'm quite happy being self-made. I don't want anyone to have any rights over me. I want to stay unique and completely myself all the time. I just don't know how to do any other way. People taking things personally, I can't have any control over what you're going to take personally. I don't worry about it when I go to sleep. I just send love, light to myself, to the earth, to the universe, to my family, place myself in my protection and go to bed. I don't sit up waiting or worrying all night that I might have offended someone during the day. Because I don't have that intention of offending anybody, you know. And when you're in this vibration of being very sensitive, which many people are, their mind constantly goes to what someone else could possibly mean, and it must be about them. You have to leave all that stuff behind you. You know, I used to think that not having the numbers or things weren't expanding how I would like or whatever was something I was doing. You know, and I'd go right into it and try to do more. Nope, it's not. It's got to do with expectation. And if you are expecting everybody to be against you, then you're going to see that no matter what you do. You're setting yourself up to see it. Right now, we've got bigger fish to fry here. Right now, my intention with you all is to continue to inspire, continue to tell you that you can do it, continue to help you to open up your abilities, continue to help you to ground, to move forward, to become abundant, and to leave all of the judgments for yourself and other people where they belong. Completely behind you. Okay? Otherwise, the happiness that you really want to see, you won't. And it's just how it is. It's just the truth of it. If you want to learn a little bit about Lenormand, this is a good book to get. Not Lenormand, fortune telling with cartomancy, how to read ordinary playing cards. This is a pretty good one. I don't know, it didn't cost me very much. I think I got it on eBay. Today we're going to do a deck. We're going to do a 17 card spread. Right. When you do playing cards for your readings, okay, you want to make sure that these cards are not used for normal games of poker or something, okay? Just specifically keep cards for those purposes, and they'll become a lot more stronger, okay? So yeah, over the years, you know, there's been incidents with the darkness getting hold of people that I used to know, clients that I used to have or whatever, talking them against me. And that's fine, you know, if that happens and you feel like you need to move away from my energy or whatever you need to do, then go for it. But if it comes from a place unexpected, all of a sudden, and all of a sudden you're thinking negative thoughts or feelings or something about anybody, if they've come all of a sudden, do a clearing on yourself. And remember that your negative thought forms, which are your thoughts, they can just float around you. Okay, and so you're walking in your own crap. You're just walking right back into it. So you know, if I find myself where I'm getting really angry at someone for no reason, the first thing I do is cleanse myself. And then it's not even there anymore. And I'm like, okay. And if it is still there, and if there's something that's still irritating me about the person, then I just move my energy away. I don't feel like I need to announce it, you know? It's strange. So when you're doing this kind of work, you've got to have thick skin. And you're not always going to please everybody. And you just possibly will exhaust yourself trying to do that. So you just be yourself. And people don't like it, they have to leave, you know. And that's just the way of it. Okay, so we're going to do this 17 card spread. All right. And so while I'm doing these readings, you know, I'm just sort of thinking of things to tell you and talk about and all that sort of stuff. These obviously are not planned. Don't sit and edit anything like that. So, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. May have to do this like this. Okay, just so we can get them on the page. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, so don't worry, I'll move these cards up and we'll be able to see it all. Okay. Alright, I've had enough of this didgeridoo. Just 1 second. Here comes the ads.
Hey, I'm Matt from Pila, and I want to introduce you to my friend Lo. At Pila, we're a team of...
Okay, so let's go. Each of these positions, each of these cards will have a particular message. All right, so the position number 1, this one here, is about personal involvements. Okay, and this is a heart. The hearts talk about activities involving friends and relatives will be successful. Okay, so this is a quick look. Again, you can have cartomancy reading at my website of your own. The second position is fulfillment, and we have a diamond. So this can talk about a friend, possibly a male, interfering with your ambitions. Don't let it happen. Position 3 is on happiness, and this is a heart. Good. Anxieties will soon be allayed. Okay, it's all going to end. Okay. Position 4, future achievements. We have the 3 of clubs. And that talks about happiness comes through the support of friends and family. So don't worry if there's friends that are just like jelly of you. God, we have to get away from those negative energies. Either they learn by you trying to help them and they grow, or they just have to go. We don't have time for this anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Position 5 is a caution card. We have the hearts. And it says an uncertain situation will call for quick thinking. Okay, we're going to have to be quick. Just think quick. Position 6 is all about secret wishes. Jack of Hearts. Romance is exciting and spontaneous. Social life. Queen. Spades. Be careful who you trust. Okay, just be careful. She's also someone who's not to be trusted. The Queen of Spades can be really cold and ruthless, narcissistic type of energy. So usually really dark hair, sometimes dark skin, sometimes alone. They're like a widower. In some cases, the diamonds are extremely fair hair. And in other cases, I've seen the diamonds as extremely dark-haired. So, you know, anyway. Okay, so the next position, position 8, is about our wealth. All right, so let's take a look. The 4 of Spades. Take care with long-term financial deals. Okay. Luck. Jack of Diamonds. If someone is standing in the way, be sure that they don't block your progress. Okay. You know, these can just be negative thoughts. Like I said, they form. Negative thoughts form themselves. And it's because of your past and people who have treated you wrong that you tend to think that no matter who someone is, no matter how nice they are, they're going to do something somewhere along the line. And then you'll have that moment where you'll be like, aha, there it is. And you've totally made the whole thing up. So just be careful. Position 9 is... hang on. Okay, so position 9 was luck. If someone's standing in the way, don't let them. So position 10 is marriage. This is a diamond ring here. The diamonds are... It's not advisable to rake up past disagreements. That's what's come out here. But this is also the Ace of Diamonds. It's a diamond ring traditionally, or a gift. Someone you love may be thinking of you and will send you something, which is nice. Okay, so position 11 is inheritance. All right, so we have the diamonds. A legal battle concerns money. So for some of you, okay, let's have a look what else comes up here. Position 12 is rivals. And we have the clubs. Friends protect you from whoever's a rival. That's good to know that you got people looking after you as well. Destiny card. 10 of Spades. Fate requires you to follow at the moment. Fate requires you to follow. Okay. Benefits and rewards. King of Hearts. Hard work brings its just rewards. Ambition. Ace of Heart. The future holds much in the way of your own achievements. Wow. Rewards. Don't be put off when things aren't always going your way. Okay, listen to that advice. And the conclusion for diamonds. Sometimes you have to go it alone to achieve your ambitions. You absolutely will feel much happier in your, doing your work in your own way. Okay? See how that one came together? That's a good one. I'm going to do something else for you guys right now. Okay. Another thing that comes up a lot of the time is comparing. Comparing where we are at to where someone else is at can create a jealousy, and it can turn into a hate quicker than you can imagine. So don't compare yourself with anybody else's progress, what you think they have, where they might have got it from, how they look, what kind of relationship they have. You will lower yourself every time underneath them. Okay? So if you're always worried about what someone else is doing, you've already lost. And you have to remember that. You're losing your time, you're losing your energy, you're losing your own personal power and giving it to that very person, that you've been basically comparing yourself with. Okay? It's not worth it. going to do a little reading like this for you. Okay, so, oh, 2 5s, that was underneath it. Okay, so this is, okay, in the club. All right, so this is something to do with work. And this has got you, you're in a, exactly what I was just talking about. You're kind of comparing yourself to someone at work, or someone that works, or someone that does the work that you want to do, or someone that's leading, or someone that's sharing, or someone that's giving, someone that's abundant, someone that's wealthy, someone that's trained, someone who seems to have it all. You're fighting with yourself about it because you don't want to feel that way about this person because they're a good person, you know? This happens to everybody, where we feel like, why can't I do it? And we get to that phase of why can't I? And this comes in through past traumas, you know, where you've been knocked down so many times that you're just kind of waiting for it to happen, and in a sense inventing it, right? So hang on a minute, let's keep going. Oh, see how they're coming out in twos like this? All right, so this also tells me that something that you lost is going to be recovered, that someone who is trying to betray is going to be discovered, so you don't have to do anything extra. There's also a new job for some of you out there also. See, another 7. All right. So this is still talking about work here, career, and it's also talking about a older person perhaps that is and can be manipulative. There's this energy that you have to move away from anything that is lowering you now. For some of you, there is some kind of extension at work, or another area or avenue that you can move in. And for some of you, there's actual movement, like house movement, but there's been delays around all of this. Okay, so just let me move this. There's been delays. You're going to have to go your separate ways with someone, especially if this person is a controlling type of soul. It's not going to end well if you keep on trying to please them. You're not pleasing them. Yeah, you have to move. This is someone also that you still have in your mind that could be from the past as well. All right, but okay, so someone's trying to offer you some assistance, but you're not exactly taking it. You're pretty determined that you want to do things on your own way, even though you're asking for help. So you're like asking for help, it comes, you're like, no, I don't want that help. It's not that help I want. We're trying to save you. No. It's got to be bigger than this. There's got to be a bigger boat coming in. All right, hang on. Hey, did you guys see that? It just threw itself out. Wait a minute. Let's see if we can get... Okay. This is definitely abundance. All right. So there's just another little thing here that we can look at when we get things coming together like this. Let's have a look. A surge of energy, which can either be focused on achieving a specific aim, or will die out quickly if you don't channel things properly. There's a need to guard against certain areas of your life that are out of balance right now, right? Problems and difficulties to overcome. We saw this. We saw the 7s, which showed challenges that need to be faced. A need to look for a way to overcome problems as well. Standing firm, right? Standing your ground. There is also some things that still need to happen to bring you into that ultimate time of independence. And yeah, some of you are also, hang on. Some of you are also pining over somebody else. Oh my God, what the heck? Yeah, you are. Some of you are just really going through this time where you're thinking about too many things at once, for example, but also thinking about someone from the past that did you wrong or upset you, and you need to let it go. Maybe this person has gotten in contact with you recently, and it does your head in. Yeah, it's someone from the past that hurt you. Okay. Someone that appeared to be really loving and kind and really wasn't that way. Really shocked you with the way that they treated you on the exit. However, you're coming into your own far greater than what they ever would have been able to give you. You're doing it yourself. You know, there's sometimes when, you just you want someone to see your success. You just want them to see it, right? And you just was like, oh, if only they could be here right now. All those times they doubted me. All those times they hated me. All those times they were nasty to me. And here I am doing it. And you kind of just want that one person to see it. That one person is not going to see it and is not going to care, because that's the person. That's their personality. Okay? So don't do it just to, stick it to people. It's good if that keeps you determined. We're going to do Nostradamus. If that keeps you determined, okay, great. But really, the people that we most want to see us succeed are just not going to do it because they've got their head, you know where, okay? Right up there. Looking around up there. Because they just, some people are in our lifetime as agitators. I'm sure you know many. All right, we're looking at the Nostradamus cards, okay? A little bit different, a little bit weird how it's set up, but we're going to look at it anyway. Okay. So, yeah, I got this obviously because it's Nostradamus, and then I was like, it's kind of weird. So I'm like, but we're going to look at it today. What do you need to know? What does anyone who's listening need to know today? Oi. And then we'll look at the Lenormands, okay? We will. Okay, so I've got to try to figure out these. They're very different, as you can see. 9 of Suns, the Ace of Moon, the Cardinal. What do we need to know? Look at all this. The 8, okay, of Sun. Two of Sun. What can you tell us, Nostradamus? Oh, heck. I really think we're going to be disappointed with certain people that we thought were on our side. Certain institutions that we thought were trying to do a good thing. Okay. So the first one is the Ace of Cups, I'm guessing, but it's actually moons. Okay. And we're going to see what Nostradamus has to say. This is based on his contrains. Okay. All right. So Ace of Moons. Let's have a look at this one. So this talks about home, family, feasting, nourishment, good cheer, good news, fertility, transcendence, and love. So this is Quatrain 651. Whoa. People gather to see the newest spectacle, princes and kings with worshipful attendants. The suit of moons is equivalent to cups and shares with these the central meaning of receptivity, femininity, and the emotions. In addition, it has become to be regarded as symbolic of the sacred. The cups have been identified with the imagery and symbolism of the Grail from Arthurian legends and even more ancient Celtic cauldron of inspiration which preceded it. The Ace of Moons therefore draws upon all of these ideas along with the qualities found in the symbolism of the moon itself. Lunacy or madness, the connection between ocean tides and the human cycle, the wildness and mystery of Earth's satellites are all present. There's no shortage of moons in the imagery of the lost book. For the ace, the primary image is of a dove descending into the Grail, right? From which rays beam out to all of creation. So when translated into our life, the spirituality and emotional foundation of the Ace of Moons becomes indicative of home life, family, fertility, and generosity. The person here is a fount of wisdom, good spirit, and love. They love to bring good news, to offer every kind of nourishment to those around them. It's also a card of good omens, suggesting that any new enterprise will flourish. I don't know how many times we've got to hear that. So, okay, so whatever we begin now is going to flourish, especially if we start it towards the new moon energy at the end of the month. Next week, now we have the 9 of Suns here. Nine of Suns. There it is there. This is from the Contrain 1259. And it says, accords and pacts will be broken. Friendships will be undermined by discord. Okay. So virtually all tarot practitioners describe this as a card of warning, of a need to look out and prepare. Here a lion threatens a flock of sheep with a sword in what is a daring reversal of more usual symbolic reference to Christ or the church protecting its lambs. So the cross piercing the animal's back. However, hang on, let me see that. Oh yeah, I see. So the cross piercing the lion's back, however, be seen as the power of the church striking down the attacker. Thus, the image hovers between threat and protection. Its moment of stasis perfectly mirroring the need for respite amid the advances and reversals of life. So this card generally warns of an unseen threat, either personally or at work. You will need all of your skill and experience developed over time to defend yourself. For this reason, the card sometimes suggests the need to suspend operations, to take a break, and reassess the situation. If you remember, we were looking at the other cards and the Tower was right here, right? So it's like the second card along. It's not reversed. So take care of yourself, right? It could be a reassessment, a delay, an adjournment, an estrangement, a frustration, a stagnation, or being defensive. Okay? It's the 9 of Suns. So, in a sense, it shows that even if we are under attack, that we have our spiritual team that will always come to our defense so we can understand it as well. The next one is 12, and that is cardinal. Is it cardinal? Oh, this is a strange card. Hang on, it's not a major card either. Could be a star. Let's have a look. Yeah, cardinal. Okay. Cardinal of stars, apparently. Here it is. This is the quatrain 1134. It says, the insane rage of furious strife will cause dining brothers to flash their bright blades. Ooh. The insane rage of furious strife will cause dining brothers to flash their blades. The cardinal is the knight of stars and is represented by one of the most powerful figures in the history of the Roman Catholic Church. His name is Armand Jean Duplessis, better known as Cardinal Richelieu, 1585 to 1642. Since his appearance in Dumas's novel The Three Musketeers, his name has been synonymous with secret power, overwhelming arrogance, and vaunting ambition. Though born of a poor family, his ambition drove him to rise to a position of authority. He came to serve the daughter of Nostradamus's patron, Marie de Medici, and, despite a difficult relationship with Pope Urban VIII, he was much respected by Rome. Here, the imagery of the Lost Book shows a row of cardinals watching over a strange creature with the head of a crowned man. This suggests the power of the papal courts over the rulers of the West. I'm going to leave everybody to determine what this is all talking about. The knight is a good person to have on your side in a tight spot, yet he can be ruthless and determined and knows no boundaries. His strength is great, but is often accompanied by a wildness and lack of discipline that can make him seem out of control. There's also a sense of innocence about him. These qualities may be present in the issue you are concerned with and apply just as much to your own actions. Don't get too carried away in your eagerness to win. Okay? Talks about bravery, skill, strength, and heroic action. But just remember, from the quatrain, it says, the insane rage of furious strife will cause dining brothers to flash their blades, to become really upset with each other. Okay? Show who they really are. How about that? Wow. Then we have this one, which is the 8 of Sun. See how these are different? Okay. So we have the suns. Oops, 8 of Suns. 8 of Suns. Okay, so from quatrain 163. Peace will spread over the peopled earth. There will be travel by sky, earth, sea, and wave. See, sky, earth, sea, and wave. There must be something else. Given the presence of Mercury, winged messenger of the gods, the couplet we chose for this card is Nostradamus' wonderful prediction that in a time of peace people will travel through the air. There are several such references in the centuries suggesting that the seer had a glimpse of a future in which aircraft plied the skies just as huge ships sailed the oceans, motorized vehicles sped across the earth. The imagery shows a winged angel with a trumpet, with which he will announce these great events yet to be. So, after a struggle comes the respite, the satisfaction of a job well done. Time to rest and reflect. Despite its mercurial associations, this card has always had a sense of going to the countryside for refreshment. Some commentators suggest that this is a card of falling in love, and this works well with the idea of taking time out to rest and review the direction of your life. Such times we have a chance to notice the person who's special to us. Events may move quickly, and the completion of contracts is implied, perhaps in the purchase of a house. So this is appreciation, completion, luck, rapid developments, agricultural events, recreation, festivities, and progress. So what does it mean when it says there will be travel by sky? Obviously that's plane, earth, that's cars, sea, that's ships, and wave, W-A-V-E, and wave. Wave. That's strange, isn't it? That there's a wave of energy that comes over and people travel on that wave, maybe. It's all good. Anyway, okay. So then we have the two of Suns. If you like these, just, put it in the comments. Okay, so this is a quatrain 148. So 1-48. When the sun takes up the cycle of his missing days, then the summit of my prophecy will be accomplished. So when the sun takes up the cycle of his missing days, then the summit of my prophecy will be accomplished. Some commentators have compared the characteristics of this card with the figure of Alexander the Great, who is said to have swept when he had conquered the known world because there was nowhere else to go. In the wider sphere of meaning, we may see references to global dominion in this card, of great achievements which have nonetheless resulted in stasis. Secret here is to find a way forward through the thorny jungles of wealth and possessions, which can clutter our lives without giving us more than fleeting satisfaction. Nostradamus' imagery presents us with two crowned rulers, king and queen. See, a balance, king and queen. The latter smiling, the queen smiling. The former expression is revealing the weight of his role. I've often said that there's something about a feminine energy that helps us, brings us into freedom, whether it's planets or goddesses of justice, something happens. Okay, so this is interesting. The planet Mars has an astrological influence on the card. As the planet of war, its negative effects on the astrology of the individual suggest a quarrelsome, angry person who tends to clash with those in authority. It may be someone who is in a position of great power, who has reached the pinnacle of their life and yet finds no satisfaction. Sorry. One of the reverse readings for this card is enchantment, okay? And this hides within it the sudden and unexpected sight of a path leading away from the burden to new possibilities to be recognized. So it talks about achievements, maturity, a dominant personality, a hot temper, iron logic, dark thoughts, over boldness, determination, quarrels, and new possibilities. So, as someone in position of great power who has reached the pinnacle of their life and yet finds no satisfaction. Goodness me. So yeah, you've got to make sure that you're always looking at the next thing, what's coming up next. If everything ends up being exactly how we want it to be and we move into this time of peace, which it looks like, we've had the brother against brother, we've had people showing who they really are at the table, if that makes sense. And now we have this female who's smiling while while the energy of this person is like, ugh. Well, I've got it, but I don't know whether I want it. Okay. All right. And then we have the 6 here of Suns. It's making me laugh, this. 6 of Suns. Da, 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 da. Okay. Quatrain 4:12. Oh, man. This is incredible, okay? The larger force will be driven from the road. Scarcely much further will it be pursued. The larger force will be driven from the world, I wanted to say. Scarcely much further will it be pursued. No one's going to care. When this is all over, we're just going to let it be over. The essential meaning of this card is victory. And most of the older iconography suggests this, generally in the form of a triumphal leader riding home from war to the accompaniment of enthusiastic celebration. Here, a kingly figure rides at the head of his triumphal army. The earliest interpretations of this card had much to do with servants and date from a time when everyone had a household to care for their every need. So this reflects the necessity for mutual support, especially between those who keep the household running and the homecoming champions. Okay, there needs to be support. And this is a card for those who maintain the home, who care for the family and help to keep it on an even keel. It can also suggest the imminent arrival of someone with a message of hope or goodwill. Hallelujah. If you are a good team leader, you may find yourself revered and placed in a position of increasing strength and reliance. Okay? If this came out reversed, then this would mean jealousy or betrayal, either at home or work, right? But it's not. It's upward. So we look at it as triumph, as domestic and family life, as housekeeping, as a messenger, as good news, and as progress. I love it. And then we see the 5 of moons here. God. Watch us go. Okay, 5 of moons. Now this is from Quatrain 9:65. Whew. Okay, they will offer themselves to Luna, she's the moon, within the quints, where they will be taken and placed in a strange land. They will offer themselves to Luna within the quints. Within the quints. Is quints 5? Within the quints. Okay. Where they will be taken and placed in a strange land. The strange hirsute figure studying his book suggests the need to examine the past in order to understand the present and its influence on the future. The tree on the left-hand page symbolizes a family tree, which may offer hope to the present members of a family through consideration of past events. These can often hold deep meaning and bring healing to those now living. The scrolls that confront and underpin the figure indicate a list of factors which, though outwardly burdensome, may yet reveal deeper significance when studied. Oh, here comes the information. There is little to enjoy about this card, where for once the outcome is better. The upright meaning is the emphasis on despair, loss, and ignorance. But under the rather bleak outer sign is a deeper meaning. For here is a turning point, a moment when the correct decision may mean everything. Alliances with friends and family, illumination which breaks through the dark clouds and lets in the truth. This card asks you to heal old wounds that may have divided you from the rest of your family. Suffering, grief, loss, disempowerment, which is what we've all felt, regret, inheritance, deceit, family reunion, ancestors, hope and alliance. That's what we're going through. It's funny, they will offer themselves to Luna within the quints. Is that the 5th? We might be May. Offering themselves to the moon, we have the new moon eclipse. Something's going on anyway. Let's take a look at this one. So we end up with the 4 of moons. Now this contrain is 828. Forgeries of gold and silver multiply, so that after their seizure, they are thrown in the lake. It's useless, it's worthless. This card represents the person who has reached the top of the ladder of success and no longer sure what lies ahead. The resultant falling away of enthusiasm and the loss of direction makes a difficult place to be. Here, the papal figure seems less positive despite being balanced by the power of the pen and the banner with the cross keys. Perhaps this threatening serpent... Oh my God. You guys, if you've been watching my videos, you know why I'm laughing. Perhaps the threatening serpent approaching from his left sinister side. So the left side is the sinister side, accounts for it. Oh my. In traditional tarot, the influence of the moon may be seen to grow stronger, giving the individual a moony quality with a tendency to daydream and be uncertain. So, the interpretation stretches all the way from dullness to extreme boredom and even self-loathing. You may feel divided, stressed, and weary after too much work. Accept this as a period of rest and reflection, and try to believe in yourself. Don't harbor bitterness towards others. So it talks about boredom, being dissatisfied, affliction, bitterness, and being stuck, but also talks about new knowledge, a sign, and a premonition. This particular leader is not pleased. But there's a serpent right on the left. Goodness me. The serpent is on the sinister side of the body. Wow. Forgeries of gold and silver multiply, so that after the seizure, they are thrown in the lake. Who's doing that to us? I wonder. Let's see. It's pretty interesting. Okay, I'm going to ask one more question to sort of sum up. Okay. What is the final message that we need from these cards today? Final message today. Final message today. There it is. Goodness me, what in the heck is this? 9 of stars, I guess it is. All right. This is the final sort of message, okay, because it's kind of left us up in the air a little bit. 9 of stars, where are you? Okay, 9 of stars, here we go. Okay, so the contrain is 1 and 81. From the human herd, 9 will be set aside, denied judgment and counsel. Ooh, okay. The astrological combination of Mars in Gemini is not an easy one, pointing to warfare not only with a close friend but also within you. In the classical myth, we hear of the twins Castor and Pollux, one of whom was fathered by Zeus, the other was mortal. Inseparable from birth, the immortal Pollux begged to be allowed to die at the same time as his mortal brother so that they could stay together. Instead, Zeus placed them both in the heavens, but decreed they spend one night each on Mount Olympus and the other in Hades, alternately, so that they shared each other's immortal and mortal state. So, in the imagery of this card, we see a papal figure balancing 3 aspects of the world: the branch of peace, the sword of war, and the key to the spiritual path. God. So here, the stars loom over you in a threatening manner rather than bringers of light. So this card is often taken to signify a difficult choice ahead, one that may lead to sacrifice or loss. It also suggests a timid person who may be the victim of slander or gossip and lacks the strength to defend themselves. The problem referred to may be happening to someone else, someone to whom you are close, rather than you. Thus, you are afflicted by anxiety for the other person, but affected within yourself. So it's suggested that you may have every reason to feel this emotion, but that it may be unfounded. So even though there's doubt, suspicion, and gossip, and all of this sort of thing, you can allow that to affect you or not. What it seems here is that, to me, on a grander scale, is that there's going to be some people that are set aside and, they have a choice. We have leaders who have a choice right now, and they have to decide what that is. And it seems like they are completely, they have this, don't forget about us, you made a deal with us and you better make sure you follow through or else kind of energy here. And then we have this person like, hey, I don't know what to do. I don't know what the heck to do. And it seems like an energy of fear. But it's something about Gemini, and we move into Gemini season, right? Again, in the fifth, and it comes over the 5th month here, comes over it, there's a Gemini. So there'll be a decision to be made here, for sure. We'll see if there's more when we're doing the Lenormand as well, but wow. Take from it what you will. It just seems to me that it's all coming undone very quickly here. Okay. Okay, so we're going to take a look at the Lenormand. Okay. Here we go. Cute. Comes in a little tin. Little tiny book. We don't need that book, but we're going to take a look here. All right, let me get the collective cards first. Remember, you can get your own Lenormand reading, and if you so choose, I can make it a video reading. It goes for over an hour, and you get your own what they call the Grand Tableau, which uses every single card in the deck. There are some people that have had it and just absolutely love it because you've got multiple aspects of each card when you do it that way. I'd like to do it for us, but I'd need a lot of room on my table. Okay. Excuse me. Excuse me. Getting rid of something. Okay. Oh, hey. That one flicked right out. Oh no, hang on a minute. Okay, we have the mountain. You watch. We will develop the story here. We'll get it all worked out. And the heart. Okay. The sun. This is for everybody. The fish. All right. Okay, we're moving into, again, it continually tells us about abundance, right? It continually tells us about the sun, abundance, happiness, all of these things. And the mountain talks about, you know, an enemy, but it also talks about a delay. You know, if you can imagine the mountain kept coming up, for example, the mountain kept coming up when COVID stuff was around because we were isolated, okay? We were getting isolated. But in this energy has come up with the heart, which can talk about being a little bit lonely in the heart space. Maybe you're missing someone. Sometimes it can talk about your arteries as well. Making sure that you're looking after your heart in particular, like you're really, you know, walking, breathing deeply, taking time out to meditate. You're really focusing on yourself a little bit here. And then we have the sun and the fish that have come forward. Now remember, we're going to take a look at things as they fall underneath also. So in this instance, we have the sun with the fish, which to me is successful business, good fortune, positive ventures. So the sun always influences the reading in a very positive manner, okay, and can really influence cards around it to be more positive rather than negative. So we will need to be looking out for that also as we're going on. So these are our first two rows, and we're going to keep building like we do on these, okay? Oh, yay. If they come out like that, I'm going to take it. We have the bird. Oh, the birds and the anchor. And I don't shuffle heavily. I always shuffle gently. So if something comes out, it's even more prominent. Okay. We have the child. There it is. And the tree. Okay. So the tree is, again, our family. It is our health as well. And we have the child. So some of you, there is a child or fertility around you. Definitely. But we want to start with the birds. I have another deck of cards I might whip out after this one real quick. I've got a gypsy cards that I want to show you. Okay, so we have the birds, and we have them with the anchor, which talks about life partnerships, you know, long-term relationships. And it also talks about a level of communication between people. So it can also talk about something healing here with regards to your connection with somebody else, or going to a deeper level of understanding, especially if you've been really frustrated with, you know, someone that you love very much, and you're really frustrated. Why aren't they talking to me? Why is there always such a big delay kind of thing, you know? And again, the child and the tree talk about pregnancy, birth. It's all there. The child and the sun can also talk about success with children, energetic children. The child with the fish can talk about fertility once again, or a business that works with children. Sometimes an adoption agency. Okay, there's a lot of happiness there. The birds with the heart, just so we can double do everything, is romantic part, emotional conversations, you know. And the birds with the what is it called? The birds with the mountain. You know, that would talk about a unresponsive or silent person. And you know how I was just saying, you know, you finally have a breakthrough in communication because you're trying to text this person or talk to them. Sometimes it is kids themselves, you know, they just don't, they're on their phone all the time, yet they can't answer a text. Like, we know you're on the phone all the time, so hello. And you can't see my text. Okay, let's keep going. So far, so good. We have abundance, we have fertility, we have messages, we have a stronger connection, we have the ship, and the garden. Oh, come on. These are really flying out. My little angel is watching over that. Okay. Oh, see? I'll have to do that one as the next one. So wait a moment. So we have... oh, here we go. So we have the ship. The ship is next to the garden, and that talks about foreign countries, international trips, and foreign students. Okay. Messages coming from overseas, we continually get. I purposely used a completely different deck of Lenormand so that we could double check things, and it seems like it's happening. Where there was no movement, we see movement. Oh, yeah. Okay. Then we have the coffin and the letter. Now, this could be a resignation, a will, or, unfortunately, an announcement of someone's passing. Okay? We want to have a look at the other cards underneath this. And it could be talking about a depressed teenager as well as another look at that card. It could also be talking about someone who's already in weak health or extremely depressed. Okay? But remember, we have the sun here, so it's not as bad as it seems, and it may just be affecting people we don't even know. Okay, so we have the rider, which again is another... This is information on this side by the looks of it. Okay. So we have the rider with his healing information, and we have the crossroads. See how he has the snake entwined? Oh, I'm going to have to take this. Oh my God, see how he has the snake? Oh my God, there's the snake. So the snake is going to... Gosh, the snake. The snake, the ending of the snake. The information about the snake. The confusion that this has caused. Holy mackerel. Okay. So let's take a look at the rider and the crossroads. So you're going to be given a decision, or you're going to have to make a decision. This is another thing that keeps on coming up in the cards. You're going to have to make a decision about what you want to do, where you want to go, and how you're going to do it, because there are multiple offers, you know, more than one offer, and possibilities. Okay? There's more than one. And, you know, you have this garden and you have the rider, so that could be an invitation to a new network of people around you. Sometimes it's in-laws. You also have the rider coming underneath the ship, and that talks about a brief visit or a meeting with a foreigner as well, you know, someone with an accent. Okay. And then we have the snake. So it's coming up in prominent positions when we see the snake. It's really coming up in places that are right next to significant things. So it's the end of troubles, the resolution and a completion when the snake comes with the coffin, which it has. It's also come with the clouds, which talks to being someone who's very confused and very lost. Okay? Someone who's very confused and lost. Who is that? Someone in your life or in general? Okay? We also have this snake with the... What's this again? The letter, sorry. Which can talk about past due information. It can talk about bills sometimes. Sometimes it can be threats. Okay? But snake always comes up as something is up. Something is up. Something is not always as it seems. And the confusion comes with it. People are confused about the information at the moment. They're confused about the people giving the information. It's just everywhere. Okay, so we have the cross. We have the bouquet. Oh my God, the snake in the tower. Everybody, did you see that flip out? Ending of the snake in the tower. Yay, 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 yay. Oh my, and a scarf with it. Oh. Okay, something as big is going to happen, everybody. All right. Ay, ay, ay. I'll put the bear over there for later. Okay. All right. So, okay, I'm going to start over here because this is where it came out first. We have the cross, and this is announcing, you know, some worries and concerns and things that we've had. But because it's coming with the bouquet, it always brings relief. Okay? It's just going to bring relief, recovery, and healing. Now, we also discovered that the bear's about to be there too, and that's about protection and charities, things like that. Okay, so oh my, all right. So we also have the message here. Okay, the message. So we have the horseman with help coming and a prayer answered. Oh my goodness. And, you know, because we've been through such painful dilemmas and life situations that, you know, we've got this recovery, we've got this relief. It's coming in. It's coming in fast, everyone. And then, oh my. Okay. These cards in particular are crazy. We're going to start off with the tower. We know the tower is large institutions, okay? It can be schools, it can be governments, it can be IRS buildings, it can be, UN, right? It can be all kinds of stuff like this. So what are they doing here? Let's take a look. We have the tower. So we have the tower. First of all, it's come out with the scythe, which is courthouse, destruction, ruins, and judgment. We have the tower that's come out with the snake, and this is prison, legal problems, and corporate corruption. It's right there. Oh, and then we have the tower with the clouds there. Oh my God. Troubled corporation, multinational firm. Trouble's coming to... It's overturning it all. Overturning it all. How many times do we have to get told? Yeah. There will be judgment. There will be judgment. There'll be an end to this corruption. We've seen it. It's been building and it continues to come. And if they're behind everything that's been happening to us over the last couple of years, don't you want to see someone responsible for that? Perhaps a multitude of people? Perhaps this is what the 9 we're talking about in the other card reading. Okay. The bear. What goes along with the bear? The book. The bear brings the information. There's that snake again. Pomegranates. Okay. Oh, it's big trouble. It's big trouble. Oh, I'm sorry, but it's big trouble. Yes! And the healing resolution because of it. Oh my God. Someone was just standing behind me seriously right then. I had to look right around. Okay. Oh my God, the tower. Underneath the tower is the whip. This is correctional facilities. This is correctional facilities. The whip coming up with the scythe as well. Hang on. The tower and the... Something about a movie, television studio, production company as well. Okay, so take a look at the whip. Oh, jeez. I know everyone was waiting for the Lenormand. I know it. Watch this change as we go through. So the whip with the scythe is restrained, terminated, cancelled. Okay, it's over. Army, military base, fortress, some kind of stadium. apprentice groupie coaching. That's with this. That's because the stars really make a difference. So whip is also about sexuality as well. Wow. Okay. I just, there's an ending to this situation that's so big that it looks like movies and production company, everybody's going to be involved in it. Or maybe this whole thing has been a production. Maybe this whole thing has been a movie so that we can finally wake up. I don't know. I'm not supposed to know everything, just like everybody else. Okay. And it's just funny how it always comes out together. It doesn't matter how I'm doing these cards or what deck I'm using. It's always coming out right now together. So the bear with the book suggests accounting, financial analysis of things, financial industries as well. Yeah, the stock. Okay. I'll just be quiet. I'm just going to keep going. The lilies. The moon. Stork. Here comes the change. Here comes the destiny. Here comes the light teams. Here comes the miracles. There goes the fox. The dog. The ring. See, someone was committed to helping us, that's for sure. And we have the mice and the house as the last two cards. Okay. So basically we got the lilies and the moon that have come up next. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, so lilies and the moon. Let's take a look. Okay, so it's can talk about emotional security. It can also talk about older people, parenting, all that sort of thing. You can also do the moon here with the fox, which is creative energy, special effects work. Special effects work. Right next to the government, okay. Then we have the moon with the dog here, and that talks about a supportive relationship. Okay, so we are being supported through this whole thing. Remember we had the whip and the stars. We also have, now we see a change, okay, more into our destiny. Okay, we're seeing the stork is always change. It's very interesting. It's an improvement card as well. It is also with the key, which talks about a twist of fate, a benchmark situation, and a life-changing events. How much more do we need? Okay. The stork coming up like that with the life-changing events, the ring and the clover. Oh my God. Hang on. The ring. Okay. What the heck? Alright. So the ring with the clover is stable growth, safe opportunity. The ring with the stork is a raise, a promotion, an increase, an expansion. The ring with the key is karmic partnerships, soulmate energy. The ring can tell about our relationships in the future, and it trusts to reveal an emotional connection. We also have the rainbows in both of these cards. Things are on this is just ending. Okay, it's finishing. The mice in the house can just be also talking about small problems in the household. A lot of nervous anxiety can be here too. Far out. Oh, it's just crazy how this all comes about. And the mice, so yeah, the stressful situations that we've been experiencing, okay? But look at all of this. If this cannot just happen, you know. Oops. As we're looking at these cards and looking at these situations and looking at this life energy and focusing on it, you know, we're coming out of the bat here with, you know, this snake could have been over here. It could have been, you know, just over here or up here. It could be anywhere, but no, it keeps on coming out exactly in these positions. And this is not something that is, you know, pre-made. This reading is just done on the spot. So you can all see how the cards are falling, you know, how we're moving into our destiny, how things are changing, how, you know, life is about to get really interesting. I mean, it's not going to be fun seeing certain people, you know. Certain people are going to be in big trouble for what they've done, and so they should be. I don't care who it is or what side it's on or whatever. If you've been a corrupt person that's blocked, you know, humanity from living and breathing and working and sharing, growing, you deserve to go down, and it's happening. Okay, I'm going to do, these are called a gypsy witch fortune telling thing. It's just an old-fashioned fortune telling. So we are just going to look at that to finish it, but okay, say no more. We are done with how we've been treated. Doesn't matter who you are, we've all been affected by this, and it can't continue. There's going to be a lot of things that, like, if this was, so for example, if the trouble, the courthouse stuff, the military stuff was going to be all bad, then those bad cards would continue, right? So it shows that there's relief after that there's recovery after that there's changes that happen after that. Okay, so remember that too. It may not be fun while we're watching it, but there will be relief. Okay, this is a little bit different. This is my final reading for today. Okay, so I'm going to get the male and female cards out of here. These are a little different. Okay, so I'm going to try to get them here, I guess. I need some space, but yeah. It's going to see what's around us as a collective. These cards will tell you on the card. So the birds signify misfortune and fierce enemies when it's near. Okay, let's just wait, we'll keep going. But there's also this symbol of cheerfulness and happiness. So even though we have the misfortune and we've been having that, we are having a celebration. We are moving into the key, which is an augury of certain success. Okay. The eye denotes great interest taken by friends. And if this was away from us in another type of a reading, it would mean suspicion. But, you know, we're opening up our third eye. We're opening up our eyes. Literally, this is the awakening energy. We've had all this dire straits and misfortune. Snake again. Haha, we're seeing the snake. Indicates calamity and calamities. Yep, that's what we've been going through. But the ring indicates, the ring indicates of rich and happy marriage, okay, as well. We'll be disappointed. Oh my God, the stars just flew out. Star indicates success in all enterprises. Scythe comes out again. Scythe presages disappointment. If it was near the coffin, that would mean something completely different. Yeah, we have been disappointed by how we've been treated. The letter comes out. The sign of good tidings. So is the rider. Is a sure sign of good news. Okay, so this is very close to us. All of these things coming to the surface. Okay, so it's a little bit further away, like in the next 3 months. We have the bouquet, long and happy life. Then we have the clouds. The bright side towards the person ensures domestic happiness. Yep, the bright side was towards the people. Domestic happiness. A sudden shock from bad news. The lightning. See, we won't like it when it comes, but isn't it funny how the lions come up again? But the fox. So this is further away. Less danger of anyone seeking to betray us. We have hand in hand, indicates confiding dispositions. We have the children, signify friendly dispositions and gentleness. The railroad, a long journey. The moon, good omen, it predicts fortune. Exposure of your secrets, be careful. Roses, beautiful, indicate beauty and rugged health. And the lilies forecast a happy life. The order denotes honor and recognition. This is all coming. The dog, if near, represents true friends. The tower denotes sickness. And the coffin foretells acute loss of property when near the person, but distantly we avert the evil. Finally, the pig. Oh my God. The pig, whether near or far, is an omen of phenomenal luck and great abundance, high honors, and ambition attained. So even though there's little bits and pieces we're dealing with, it's mostly an extremely positive flash forward. Here we go. Here's the reading. Here we're doing it. You can get readings at Be Divine online. You can sign up to my Light Leaders Academy and really start learning and advancing your skills. You can make payments. You can pay it off. You can do whatever you want to do, pretty much. But we have Zoom calls every week. We have exams at the end of the semester. You are going to learn so much. You just never thought that this was going to be so much. And you're just going to love it. Expand. Get to know like-minded souls. Create your own group and go to work with each other. And whatever it is that you want to do, I really encourage you to be there. We're going to have a video coming up soon with some of the light leaders answering, I'm just going to be asking them some questions and things, and we're going to have a talk so you can all see who they are and how much they've enjoyed, how much they've grown and learnt and remembered as well. But I thank you once again for being here. I look forward to the next round of videos. Let me know what you would like to see. And until the next time, many blessings, much love. Bye for now.